Hey guys, Oliver Nye here. Welcome back to my channel. Excited to pick up on the... Really, dude? Come on. Welcome back to the channel. Oliver Nye here, joined by my lovely girlfriend Riley Coolidge. Excited to pick up where we last left off with our dream hauler. You guys saw the previous walkthrough video when we first picked this incredible truck up. It's 15,000 miles later. We shot that video outside of LA. Here we are in upstate New York. So we've already driven it from LA all the way to Guntersville, Alabama, up to Virginia, and then all the way back home without the boat. And on that leg of that trip, we averaged between 14 and 15 miles to the gallon. So that's without towing the 22-foot bass boat. We did make that trip with the topwater rod case and our Old Town Autopilot 120 on top. So I would anticipate better fuel mileage if you're traveling without those items. From LA, we made that return trip to the mountains of North Carolina to pick up our boat, and then traveled from there up here to upstate New York. And since traveling from just north of Atlanta, Georgia to upstate New York, through the Appalachian Mountains, through the Cascades, Adirondacks, up and down some grades, we've been getting 11.2 to 11.4 miles to the gallon with the kayak, with the topwater case, with the bass boat, and with all of our gear. So it's a stark improvement over the previous generation Tundras we've been driving. Those 5.7 liter motors are fantastic for power, and they're incredibly reliable, responsive. But with the similar rig, we are averaging somewhere between 8 to 9 miles to the gallon. So to get 11, sometimes close to 12 if we're driving through flat plains, that has been fantastic. Obviously, as a Yakima brand partner, we've got an incredible overhaul HD system, as well as a brand new seat cover. As much as we love Five Dog, I think I might love the cream interior of this 1794 a little bit more. So, did I just say that?
Yes.
That's a joke. That's a joke. But in all seriousness, we want to keep this beautiful interior protected. So, having this brand new seat cover from Yakima really gives us peace of mind to allow Five to sprawl out and hang out on that back seat. That's his domain. It's an easy fix to a potentially big problem. I want to welcome one of my new brand partners in Diamondback Covers, who's outfitted this 1794 2022 Tundra with the best tonneau cover I've ever ran. There are a couple things I love about this cover most. Number one is its functionality and utility. It's a heavy duty cover. The ability to actually get up on top of the cover, unload the kayak, load the kayak, have access to my topwater rod rack to pull rods and reels out of easily, and stand on it without fear has been a game changer. It's made our life traveling on the road that much easier. We know all the contents within the 6.5 foot bed are dry, safe, and secure. It's got lockable lids, opens up on both ends if you aren't running the Yakima Overhaul HD system, which we have here on this. And the ability to incorporate the Yakima system on that Diamondback cover is pivotal for our lifestyle. Now we're able to travel the country with all of the contents of the bed secured. We're able to bring one of our favorite fishing platforms, the Old Town Autopilot 120, with us no matter where we go. And we're able to carry enough setups to travel throughout the country and explore the different fisheries. This unique system really allows us to stay efficient, and it looks good. It's a fantastic setup. That big catch kayak holders are designed for larger kayaks like the AP120, the AP130, and the topwater rod rack holds rods and reels fully assembled. You might be asking, where is this awesome Old Town kayak of yours? We actually left it with the amazing people that are responsible for this most insane truck wrap that you see here. And that, of course, are our good friends Michael and Corinne Pilati of VFX Wraps down in Jersey. So we left the Old Town down there. It's going to get the same treatment to match the entire setup. That brings us to this insane wrap. Now, I'm not normally a fan of wrap trucks because I feel like most of them are a little corny and a little cheesy. way too much branding and such going on. So had this vision that I've been discussing with Mike that obviously ties us into the Dream Machine behind it. And if you guys haven't seen the walkthrough video on the Dream Machine, we'll leave a link in the description below, as well as up here in the corner for you guys to check that out. I wanted the truck to obviously match the Vexus, but I also wanted it to be really clean, and I wanted it to have that same awe factor. Now, the only time I've ever really seen wood on a vehicle is maybe like an old school 1970s, early 80s like station wagon, maybe a PT Cruiser, and obviously was never a fan of either look. So to envision an entire Tundra in a wood scheme was appealing to me. It's kind of my look, and something that really resonates with me. Ties us into nature, obviously, and I just think it looks incredible. It looks clean. The details are striking. Mike and Karine do the absolute best work in the wrap game. The attention to detail and the workmanship is immaculate. The most important thing for me, besides the aesthetic, is that the investment we've made in that expensive boat, this expensive truck, is protected. And we've been running that same wrap on the Dream Machine behind the truck for almost a year and a half now, and it's held up incredibly. So we expect the same type of longevity and performance from the wrap on the truck. As you guys can see from all the different panels, from even the wood wrapped handles to the front grille, these guys do the absolute best work. It is literally the second time we've driven across the country to get one of our pieces wrapped. Totally worth it. We'll continue to do so unless we can talk Mike and Karine to come vacation out on the West Coast with us. But we appreciate them. Make sure you check them out on Instagram, Facebook, their website. They are the best that I've ever experienced, bar none. So big shout out to the VFX crew, including my man Joel. So these are the updates to the Dream Machine thus far. With this being a brand new model, there's actually just not a lot that's available through the market for upgrades. So we're looking forward to continuing this build with our brand partner R1 Concepts out of Cerritos, California. They're gonna help us facilitate the remainder of this build. We've got a decked cargo or bed slide coming to help us access all the contents of the 6.5 foot bed. We've got custom rotors and brake kits coming from R1 as well. Can't wait to throw on the new Nitto tires, the custom wheels, potentially upgrading the suspension. One thing I have noticed as a Tundra owner is that this truck doesn't sag nearly as bad stock as the last two models of the Tundra that we ran. So already there seems to be an improvement there. Towing this rig around the country has been an absolute pleasure. The 1794 has got all the bells and whistles. It's nice and quiet on the inside. The creature comforts of the air condition and the heated seats, the personalized climate control, the insane moonroof sunroof system, the giant screen that helps us in navigation and listening to music and podcasts across the country. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the Big Bass Dreams channel for incredible fishing content throughout the country. Make sure you subscribe to Riley's channel. She's got epic videos on hers as well. If you guys are new to the channel, we'll leave links to the description below on both the initial truck walkthrough video as well as the Dream Machine walkthrough video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications. We got a lot more content coming at you guys. For Miss Riley Coolidge, I'm Oliver Nye. Catch you guys on the next episode.